Selamat datang ke satu lagi episod BioMutant. And hari ni macam biasa kita akan sambung lagi game BioMutant. And sekarang kita dah dapat satu teritori. And aku rasa kita akan sesuai ni. Jadi dah saya biasa sangat bukan. And kita dapat bag and semua tangan, yes. And kita dapat boomerang. Nice. Kita dapat kuasa baru tu. Kan kita nak actually tukar kita punya tangan. Like sorry. Start dengan benda yang pelik. Outfit ke? Kan? Automaton ni aku rasa tak tahu benda yang sebenarnya. Gear ke? Yang gear lah kan? Craft gear. Oh, okay, gear. Tak tahu lah. Anyway, let's go. Kita kena visit Gizmo. Gizmo macam pernah dengar tau. Kalau korang biasa main video kau tahu Gizmo famous. Kita keluar. Tapi sekarang aku tak tahu nak bagaimana macam nak keluar. Macam mana aku nak keluar? Track quest. Okay. Apa dia jangan kat sini ke? Okay, betul. Dia jangan kat sini. Aduh. Okay. Dia dah bermasa je. Untuk buka satu pintu yang mengingatkan. Pintu mengingat. Sekejap. Seriously, macam mana nak buka tu? Macam mana pintu ke? Sini tak masuk pintu. Serius bukan? Macam mana kita nak pergi sana? Ni rumah. Ni rumah orang. Kita ada sana ke? Oh, okay. Okay, we supposedly keluar dari tempat ni dulu. Betul. Ni apa? Right. Oh, nice. Awesome. Side point. Aha. Pun dapat keluar pun okay. Yeay, dapat keluar. Masih macam miss macam tu. Sekejap dah cuba. Oh, okay. Okay, kalau kita left click, kita baling. Kalau kanan, kita tunggu. Oh, okay, kita tak pakai.
Just wander around.
Oh, alright. Go. Don't just wander around. Kita buat kecil kot. Kita buat mission. Find a mount. Okay. Ooh.
That's a gnote. Easy prey for Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed.
A peep for Gno. Apa peep? Oh, okay. Alternate Okay. Check back. Aku kena buat apa? Macam mana nak pelan? Oh, dapat. Haha. Tim the Azure Gno. Nice. Itu tak sia-sia lah kita buat ni. You can move and shoot while mounted. The mouse will stay where you left it if you dismount. Acquired mounts can reach sort of your transport mean apart from the top. Alright, go. Wah, comel. Oh, belum dapat. Ni aku suka. Spot. Oh, kita ada spot. Okay, ni bahaya guys. Ni aku tak akan sebut nama ni guys. Aku akan sebut Azure Gnout. Ini aku tak sebut guys. Ini bahaya. Bahaya betul nama dia. Follow the trail. Notice board. Okay, kita ada siege ni. So kita banyak quest di sini. Kita visit ni semua. Maybe. Oh, macam kita nak ni tak ni. Oh, kena pergi back juga. Alright. So, kita pergi sini apa? Jom. Let's go. Kita akan pergi Gizmo. Wih, asyik-asyik lah naik gendut ni. Wah. Mati tak? Oh, dia mati. Okey tak. Risau. Dia tak kena bunuh.
Try to be friends with the beast. That's a resource totem. A monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean.
Tak. Ini adalah kamera yang paling tak appropriate ni guys. Apa benda aku tengok ni guys. You can found script totem. Aha. Nice. Macam mana turun? Macam mana turun guys? Oh, tekan E ya.
Some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters.
Nice. Jauh kita level up actually. Nice. So kita akan naikkan melee ataupun health. Aku rasa kita akan naikkan health lah.
Feeling good?
Dah lama dah kita naikkan. Dah apa-apa dah. So upgrade point kita ada 3, bio point 5. Bio point. Tengok bio genetics. Ni yang kita nak. Fungi. To use fungi. Jadi apa? Tapi macam kelakar je fungi ni. Kena yang ni. Red wish. Tak banyak. Sampai je. Lagi tu. Tunggu lagi tu guys. Satu je lagi. And then kita akan. So mutation. Wong Fu ni pakai apa? Super Wong Fu. Berhak. Oh, semua dah belajar. Semua dah belajar guys. Function. Andai lah kita. Baik benda kita belajar. Very close combat. All world cookies. Tak belajar dah ni. Ni tak belajar ni. Tak boleh. Oh tadi. Animal force. Full lama. Macam unarmed. Comel ni. Drunken Ant. One-handed slash. Tapi kita tak ada ni tak ada boomerang. Dah boomerang tu dah ada dah. Rifle. Chris Beaver. Nice. Terbelah sih memang tu. Okey, kita tak akan naikkan apa-apa lagi sebab kita tak tahu nak tambah apa. Kita ada mission requirement. Oh, okey. Kita tak cukup level lagi guys. Kita guna ni juga. Okay. Your chance to persuade in dialogue is increased by 1 point. Aku pun suka sembang ni guys. Unarmed attack tak. Aku tak akan pakai unarmed kalau kita ada weapon yang paling nice. Range weapons can fire 25% more shots. Okay, aku takkan naik apa. Aku tak tahu naik apa. Banyak sangat guys. Aku perlukan masa untuk aku brain. Macam aku nak tukar dia punya ni lah. Sis. Tadi kan kita dah baju dulu. Bukan. Tekan apa? Oh, tekan tengah. Bukan. Oh, tekan 2. Yes. Alright, let's go. Kita macam belajar balik je game ni. Macam orang kata, hari-hari kita belajar benda baru.
It's the chug yard.
Okay, sekarang boleh masuk. Nak lah.
Bolted shut.
Function. Terima kasih. Amat bermakna ya. Betul dengan itu. Buka. Macam masuk. Oh, ada budak tu. Aku rasa ada budak tu. Kita kena tembak budak tu. Budak itil. Tik. Mana kau? Kalau aku tengok. Oh, tu bersama dia. Nice. Datang. Kita nak. Kita buka tu. Oh, ada benda. Wah. Isi modul.
You hardly ever see those.
Jadi aku boleh pakai ni. Oh, sudah. Apa dia pula ni guys? Oh, okey. Jangan. Jangan saman. Dia mati tak asal. Oh, okey. Mati. 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 Yep. 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 Alright, go. Let's
The
go.
world is awake.
Ha, tahu
Great
takut.
shot.
Okey. Okey, dia tak takut. Dia tak takut. Buat kau. Wih. Wih. Oh, dia. Okey, dia gone.
Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets.
Tak, aku macam nak expect macam
Bomber bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance.
lebih bebek. Oh. Aku rasa aku tembak betal tu lah. Cici tu tak ada hal. Apa ni? Alamak. Belakang aku. Ada lagi mama tu. Roket yang macam kalau macam tu. Tapi itulah, dia ada roket guys. Dah mula aku dah takut. Mula aku dah takut sebab dia ada roket. Lepas tu aduh. Tak efek. Baru nak cacai tu buat. Oh dia pistol kat bawah. Jadi tak bila tak aku dapat pistol ni? Aku lupa dah. Dia tiba-tiba jatuh.
Concussion.
Oh, ambil kau.
Punch the ticket.
Nice. Batang. Nice. Tak dia buat apa? Bang, abang buat apa bang? Ni bang. Oh, baru aku boleh bunuh dia ke? Ke aku tembak dia tadi? Tak efek. Kalau itu kita akan settle lagi. Biar dulu. Nice. Bila mati. Oh. Sekali lagi dia meninggal. Tipu tu. Nice. Yeay, dapat buka baru. Pry open the door. Sekejap. Dok. Benda-benda tak senonoh.
Let's see.
Dah lah nama-nama dia pun tak senonoh. Lepas tu dia punya ni pun tak senonoh juga. Elok. Dia perlu pry open lah.
Tickety tock. No daylight left to waste.
Nek. Ha. Buat hal. Okay. Sakit tu. Boom. Nice. Geram. Weh. Gini. Masya Allah.
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth.
Oh, nice. Ya, aku dah cuba
Wow,
dah.
you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames.
Kita pergi tempat lain tadi. Ini.
It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past.
Of course. Macam apa tu?
That's biohazard.
Nice. Dapat buat kuasa, guys. So, honestly, sebenarnya aku tak tekan. Ni. Mutation. Kita nak biogenetic ni. Tapi stop hop cantik lah. Kita pergi rest. Yeah. Kita pergi the radiation je. Kat E. So kita perlu buat sini lah. Bukan. Ya kan? Oh, okay, sorry. Wah, indahnya. Dia macam dah. Sikit dah. Oh, aku dah stop kan? Okay, question. Barai habis dia guna kuasa kau. Ni kan ada gizmo tu. Yeay. Jom. Aku ada sikit sini lah kita
The
jumpa gizmo.
spent nuclear fuel, the toxanol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
Nice. Nice. Oh, ni lagi semua.
I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle.
Ingat kita lagi tu.
Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart.
Nice.
But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal.
Okay. Dia kata kat kita, oh dulu aku ingat kau baik. Tapi sekarang kau dah jahat macam tu lah. Bapak sakit dia.
He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. Gizmo says he also has re-memories from the long gone, but unlike you, he doesn't think of the past, for it's gone. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you.
Oh, yelah. Sebab parents kita kan gone macam tu. So kat sini kita boleh pergi I'm ready to forgive, I'm on revenge. Okay. So kita tulis I'm ready to forgive. Tapi itu sepatutnya berlaku. Aku tak nak revenge.
Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Nice. Betul. I'll get out.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
That's jahat.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different direction?
No regrets.
Figures you're either a rare person or a good liar. Maybe both. Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking.
Betul. They are mostly stable.
Thinks that's more than most are. It's hard to keep to a path like that. But that's not important now.
Oh, apa you think?
Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff.
Oh, with the robot ke? What's the dead zone here?
It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. It's deprived of oxygen, making it next to impossible for anything but creatures that were most contorted by the contamination.
Oh, so dia expect kita survive benda tu ke? Macam mana? Sebab aku tak rasa kita pun boleh survive tanpa oksigen kan? Dia ingat dia seorang je kot yang kena pakai oksigen. Kan? Aku rasa begitu.
Everything is at stake. There's short
Wow.
of breath
Oh,
and
shush.
death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
You discover hazard zone. This zone are fast and discovering deadly hazards. So be careful, okay? Hazard come in several types: biocontaminated, cryogenic, incendiary, radioactive, and oxygen deprived dead zone. Your gear and the resistance you choose during character creation. Oh, itu function dia. Baguslah diorang. Time-time macam ni ke kena beritahu kan? How long you can survive in the hazard zones and how much damage you may take from hazard zone. Hazard weapon, sorry. If you have a resistance of 100 to type of hazard, you resist 100% of damage from this. Oh shit, 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 oh shit. Okay. Tengok kita punya okay. 2%. Patutlah. Dia tak cerita guys. Dia tak cerita apa jadi. Okay. 2% weh. Laju weh turun. Tak chill weh. Aku nak cek kau mana tu. Sudah. Aku nak cek kau mana weh. Oksigen.
That's the leftover you're looking for.
Oh, naik balik. Oh, dah. Okay, aku ingat. Aku ingat kita gelap sebab kita nak mati dah. Oh, okay. Nice. Apa dia kata? Kita left over. Baik, ni kat mana awak. Pasal lah tu. Kau ingat aku buang merata ke? Nak bagai. Gelap weh. Dia kat lampu weh. Dia auto kat lampu. Siapa weh? Climbing spot. Awesome. Kita save begitu. Gelap weh. Aha. Dapat something. Dark straw top. Oh, dark straw top tu. Okay. Try jom. Wah.
Clothes make you look unnaked.
Okay, thank you itu. Let's go. Aku boleh. Oh, oi, kau. Tak ada lah kan buat macam tu. Penjahat tu. Dia hampir menipu aku guys. Tak ada lah kan. Okay. Go. Joget. Ui, mama. Nan. Ui. Boleh cik ni. Okay, keep on. Kita dah checkpoint. Tak safe. Wait, apa jadi tadi?
How far underground do you think you are?
Tak expect kita kat underground pun sebenarnya. Sebab kita mesti nampak bulat.
Easy does it.
So aku tak rasa soalan tu aku tak rasa soalan tu relevan je. Nampak je lah.
Yeah, biohazard. Sickening.
Okay, 30%. 20%. Kita right. Ah. Okay, nice. Parts box. This box can be found around the world and contains parts for you to customize the Macton. Awesome. Wow. Nice. Kita dapat Macton. Check that balik. Tengok balik sini. Okay. Full lah mak. Betul-betul tu pencet. Oh, meta plan ni. Boleh dah. Area completed. Oh, okay. Kita ambil makanan leftovers ni. Kita tengok dulu.
Let gravity do the work for you.
Hehehe, nice. Aku dah suka kat sini. Sebab apa? Sebab aku pun 2%. Oh, nice. Okay, smoke lah. Dia yang kau cari kan. Bye. Bye.
He says that's enough to get the Mecton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply.
Fuel soaker ni apa? Kena minyak ke apa?
He made a suction device so the Mecton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas.
Nice.
He's been working on another project for the Mecton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff.
Suka macam ni dia kotakan nama. Benda sama.
The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts.
Ah. Okay. Banyak sangat information guys. Banyak sangat information.
It's a little feisty and tough critter. A perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him.
Tapi sekarang tanya kau. Lain. Oh, kita ada Macton. Nice. Aha. Level 7. Level apa? Terus masuk. Nice. Okay. Level up. Kita akan pergi dekat macam mana rifle kita akan guna untuk melee damage, power lah kot. Power kita tak akan guna, betul. Power like kan masuk sekali. Apa? Dia pun strength. Dia jadi kuat dia guys. Tak apa. Orang kita tak ada. Oh, like kita 6, dark kita 3. Mungkin sebab kita ada revenge juga. Ya. Side power, kita ada blink. Nice. Visible ni macam lain. Oh, dark aura ni dia 10. Kita kena jahat ke? Elok. Like aura pun kita kena ada ni. Tak apa lagi. Kita pakai. Kita pakai blink. Tadi. Oh, sekejap. Upgrade resistance kita boleh buat ke? Boleh lah. Upgrade. Tapi yang dark tu tak ada. So, aku ambil yang paling rendah apa? Anti-cold. Biohazard dulu. Alright, nice. Aku membazir kat situ guys. Alright. Kenapa tu aku
Worth
menyesal?
going outside just to see the night sky.
Alright, metal can't cross the oil pool, but you can use it to remove the oil. Wah, mantap. Nice, mudah. Ada apa? Ui. Sekejap. Okay. Kita apa? Dia some sort of armor maybe. Tapi nampak boleh pakai. Boleh tembak.
The
Boleh tembak.
police monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood?
Tak boleh. Sebab apa? Sebab aku kurang imajinasi. Geli dia tu.
Might want to hold your breath before you head any further.
Okay.
You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
Shit. Aku lupa. Dia tak ada tekan Q pun. Kan lah. Dia tak ada lupa. Ada satu benda yang mudah je untuk dia beritahu. Okey, kau tak ada sana. Sini. Atas situ. Apa tu? Siapa dia? Dia ke VIP tu.
That over there is Steepo Deepo, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Okay.
Nothing beats your own 2 feet.
Okay, aku tu ingat dia nak suruh kita lompat guna robot tu. Hypoxia zone. That zone guy. Dia keluar lagu dia, guys. Hello, moga.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
What are you doing here? Hey, again.
Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Betul?
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Okay, whoever you like.
Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones.
Oh, faham. Dia ada reason dia lah kenapa dia benci Myriad tu. Stubborn in a good way?
He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them.
Sorry.
But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Ya, tu aku cakap. Aku suka bila dia tukar benda tu. Tapi benda yang sama. Just tukar dia punya ayat. Nah, should we eat meat instead?
Says he's not sure, but if you're going to haunt something, it seems a waste not to eat it. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster haunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Oh, skip itu nama tempat. Udah beli je kat skip itu tengok orang. I already shoot, but I'm not ready to hunt.
Says you stick to the haunting and shots present themselves later.
Find the skip ni. Ui, kau nak mampus. Ui. Ui. Tak chill. Oh,